United States, Nana Pia. For the records, for the people, precisely so. Tell them who speaks the truth for the records, who fights for Ghana for the people. For the records is where truth is fired like a straight shot, not left, not right, for the people, for Ghana. We will not be silenced, cancelled or erased. We are the reckoning. Rise up, stand tall, Ghana for the people, justice for all. Precisely so. Tell them, pound for pound, oh Hine. Welcome to the United States, Nana Pia. For the records, for the people, precisely so. Tell them who speaks the truth for the records, who fights for Ghana for the people. For the records is where truth is fired like a straight shot, not left, not right, for the people, for Ghana. We will not be silenced, cancelled or erased. We are the reckoning. Rise up, stand tall, Ghana for the people, justice for all. The records, precisely so. Tell them, pound for pound, oh Hine. Welcome to the United States, Nana Pia. For the records, for the people, precisely so. Tell them who speaks the truth for the records, who fights for Ghana for the people. For the records is where truth is fired like a straight shot, not left, not right, for the people, for Ghana. We will not be silenced, cancelled or erased. The records, precisely so. Tell them, pound for pound, oh Hine. Welcome to the United States, Nana Pia.
Allegations, right? And I cannot take bare-bone allegations to court. My senior brother, Demulovo, you know, complained about the slowness of the investigation.
He's been consistent with that complaint.
Well, that is for me very disconcerting and very concerning, because their report was just bare-bone allegations, right? And I cannot take bare-bone allegations to court.
the people. The records, precisely so. Tell them, pound for pound, oh welcome to the United States, Nana Pia. For the records, for the people, precisely so. Tell them who speaks the truth, for the records, who fights for Ghana, for the people. For the records is where truth is fired like a straight shot, not left, not right, for the people for Ghana. We will not be silenced, cancelled or erased. We are the reckoning, are the reckoning. Rise up, stand tall, Ghana for the people, justice for all.
So for me, the moment NDC won, I was like, when this woman come down quickly, come and serve some years, maybe 3 years, and then the president will pardon her. So for all the time she kept staying there, I kept wondering, I was like, really? What's going amiss? Because your party is in office. We are not hiding it. Because her party is in office, she'll get better treatment in the prisons. Well, look, Manu, it's not everything we can say on air. But that would have been the best time to serve, so that you stay in 3 years. 3 years, when the president grants you pardon, not many people will make noise about it, because once you serve 3 years, it's okay.
Yes, men's gold for Mumirini. First,
the Mahama can and run men's gold can.
They are all parts. Yes, all financial institutions, not this for
including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them, all those.
No, are you certain about that? Because details.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, the men's gold for will be one.
Oh, many people
Ghana for Ghana for what? They are saying yes, men's gold for Mumirini. First,
the Mahama can and run men's gold can.
They are all parts. Yes, all financial institutions, not this for
including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them, all those.
No, are you certain about that? Because details.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, the men's gold for will be one.
Oh, many people
Ghana for Ghana for what?
Something like
come on. Ebi kura no o ma Penyah Kwadwo award o de ko be man manam one pictures on ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie di omusika koto and that's atori enchemasi no omusika ahia aban ya o wa abadaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahye omo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho mogya broso dia nko na broso 70 mintua
but when say men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye ka no we mean it liberally omu nyina manfo sika na ka.
To find out from you that 3.8 billion loss that you mentioned, where can I find it in your financial statement for 2024?
Madam Chair.
Madam, respectfully, you can't do that.
Record. It's important for us to, especially when
Governor, can you please show me where I can find the 3.8 billion loss in your financial statement?
We will provide that to the committee.
No, because I have seen the 1.8 billion in your financial statement. I have seen the 1.8 billion stated in your financial statement, but I haven't seen the 3.8. So, respectfully, if you can show me exactly where the 3.8 billion Ghana cedis loss has been located.
We will provide that, Madam Chair, respectfully. We'll come back to the committee.
Governor, as for your banks, this is for 2024. I'm talking about 2024. It's on the website, but I can't find the loss of 3.8 billion Ghana cedis.
If it is, this is 2024. So you wouldn't
find
it.
3.8 you said was in, I have seen the 1.8 stated.
Last year by this time, bag with 4 million. I'm going to go to the Atipa to some paper chat. A few banky, 100 cedi. Near Goofy and if you go to near Goofy on my pack a good amount. You may seem Java for me.
NDC banner nipa would dear any mono coffee fasa, private jet TV. Now, you resign.
I'll resign. Because what
resign?
What may resign? Why shall I stay there? And do the same thing.
NDC banner nipa would dear any mono coffee fasa, private jet TV. Now, you resign.
I'll resign. Because what may resign? What may resign? Why shall I stay there? May resign because the mayor is on principle and yet personal and yes say be a time President Akufo and do the same thing.
NDC banner nipa would dear any mono coffee fasa, private jet TV. Now, you resign.
I'll resign. Because what may resign? What may resign? Why shall I stay there? May resign because the mayor is on principle and yet personal and yes say be a time President Akufo and as I mean President Akufo. It's the principle. It's about protecting the public purse.
Hey, Sabrina, education minister na oda olem kwise mo abe resign.
Oh, may resign.
Men's good for mo bini. Say first ally.
The Mahama can and run men's gold can.
They are all part. You say all financial institutions, not this for
oh, including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them, all those.
No, are you certain about that? Because details.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, the men's gold for will be BT on one.
Oh, many people
Ghana for Ghana for to say
something like
come on. Ebi kurano o ma Penyah Kwadwo award or de ko be man am one pictures on ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie di omusika koto and that's atori enchemesi no omusika ahia abaya o abadaye disaster si.
There are 27 presidential staffers. All of them were publicly announced, unlike in the past. In addition to these 27, 3 people have been appointed.
A few moments later.
To mention that the previous government had about over 300 staff at the presidency. I want to know concrete figures. How many staff do we have here?
I can tell you for free
at the presidency
that the numbers here are far less. Indeed, we are required by law this quarter to present the list to Parliament. So you will see. I think that the numbers are being compiled, but I know for a fact that it is far less than what we inherited from the previous administration.
We ask for all Nkansah a D4 Honorable Park a D4 Nkansah they pray Ghana. They told this government that they will win. They even said that they will prove to the nation that there are boys from men. Now the Bible said, that prophet should not be feared. That word feared should not be regarded, should not be respected, should not be honored, should not. That prophet spoke out of flesh. Hunam dia ye benye dia utimi monsemo kwasi ankomshene, kwasi adifone, kwasi adiyene, kwasi adwumano a mode ti Ghana han.
A few moments later.
Want to ask Ghanaians, please forgive Bernard L. Bernard. We don't always get it right because we are men. And I think that it's time we let you know that we are not demigods, we are not supermen, we are men of God. We have made the error of projecting ourselves beyond our capacity. But if God is able to do something with us, we should be like Paul that says that we are unprofitable men. We have only done what we were assigned to do, and God alone be the glory. To God alone. Tell them, pound for pound, oh welcome to the United States, Manapia.
Afi sound ni okay. Is the sound coming now? Sound in the back. Okay, let's go. About your sound never see. Fedia ba. Okay, right. Daniel, where see a child kutu wate? Uti said, guys, forgive us.
So I stand here. We will not castigate. We will not malign. We are going to ask Ghanaians to forgive them, and we are asking the church to pray for him. He is one of us. We cannot desert him. You touch one, you touch all. We are wounded. We are all wounded because what he went through. We ask for Nkansah a D4 Honorable Park a D4 Nkansah they pray what Ghana. They told this government that they will win. They even said that they will prove to the nation that there are boys from men. Now the Bible said Onyame Nkansah nchiri obi no people akode na adwene kasa na nkomhye na memua. That prophet should not be feared. That word feared should not be regarded, should not be respected, should not be honored, should not. That prophet spoke out of flesh. Hunam dia ye benye dia untimi ma onsemo kwasi ankomshene kwasi adifone kwasi adiyene kwasi adwumano a mode ti Ghana han.
A few moments later.
Want to ask Ghanaians, please forgive Bernard L. Bernard. We don't always get it right because we are men. And I think that it's time we let you know that we are not demigods, we are not supermen, we are men of God. We have made the error of projecting ourselves beyond our capacity. But if God is able to do something with us, we should be like Paul that says that we are unprofitable men. We have only done what we were assigned to do.
Men's gold for Mumrini. Say first Allah.
The Mahama can and run men's gold can.
They are all parts. You say all financial institutions. No present this for
including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them. All those.
No, are you certain about that? Because details.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, the men's gold for will be BT one.
Oh, many people Ghana
for Ghana for what?
Say something like
come on. Ebi kura no Penyah Kwadwo award or they call me man one pictures on in could try and more munya adwuma ni mugidie di omusika koto and that's atorian chemesi no musika hia aban o wa badaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahwo mo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho moja broso dia nko na broso 70 mintua
na onim say men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye kan ni liberal o mu nyina manfo sika na
now Kenke, so let's say they are selling pepper. Mekuna ye didn't know. And you, Mr. President, is telling us that we should have patience. Patience for what? Why are you failing to admit that I have failed? You've been politicizing this issue, that this is somebody's legacy. What is your legacy, Mr. President? What is your legacy?
I sincerely apologize to the minister.
You were somebody that we had high expectations of. Most of some too much. When you serious. With the greatest of respect.
A few moments later.
Some of my comments were overboard and unsavory, and that I sincerely apologize to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okatakyie Ablakwa, as I apologize to viewers who were offended.
Lily, all right, viewers, thank you very much. You stayed with us. For the record, the most authoritative political show. The reason we've not been consistent with coming live is not because but we have a lot of things going on in our lives. It's necessary that we come and have those conversations. Hence, CMB live and kasano. Over the period, Yebeka Bibia. Na say Bibia Ghana for Edi Hun Komo, and it's of greater importance that we come and shepherd and shape the conversation the way it must be had. Because there is too much chaff, there is too much nonsense within the political space, there's too much noise, comedy during our morning shows in here. So for the records, we've taken it upon ourselves that baby a moment in koye, baby a margin in koye, and we will find a way to shape the conversation around those periods. And no, and then yeba ababe. And Urefifikwati clearly has said certain things. He said Nkrofobi, NDC abaimwa, or more EGG sikadia bribe. In fact, NDC abaim said ebeya MPP4 mu yesikano. Yemfa wamo enkojil. Yebeka mwasem Lily Mohammed eko kan sembi, which I just played the video. Ekufu the time Lily Mohammed kan sem. Obi an kan chene say omra me apologize. No kura near freedom of speech was under attack. In the same vein, under John Dramani Mahama, yes, one of the media person. Lily Mohammed has made certain comments about I show speed in Ghana. Under the person who believes in the freedom of speech, ya force no amana babe apologize. Yebeka a bit of commentary about it. Minim se min friend a reverend, or se min friend a comedian, or se min friend insulter, or se deyon. Insulter Kofi Odro. The shouter Kofi Odro. The tear Kofi Odro. The degree of hypocrisy being exhibited by this man needs to be unraveled. during the Kufuor time, the end wakaye, the position they say. Some of us believe that no ye nyame nipa, and for that matter, or can someone we trusted that he was indeed fighting for the nation. But it is only time that will expose the intentions of man. So people say, give time some time, and time will reveal the actual intentions of man. And you made this uncommon. We are no free wa MPP for akwa to aba. And ye to aba no, Dr. Mahama Baumia Anna Ewini as the flag bearer of the new patriotic party. What does it say? Here funny year drew is it Dr. Mahama Baumia Ewini Ejuma Ho, Ejuma ni Ho. These are conversations that we are going to have very shortly. Yabesa Dinkomo, in the past 1 week, Anna Yasha CSCS and the videos be Mamifa a year, you say, man be our day, Captain and smart. In fact, there is minimum and Papa Tony being smart. And Matthias said the Indian Papa Tony being smart because almost an abandoned yes smart. In TS word in the smart and a cajon said it confuses people. So Captain Smart Amiki and several commentaries be about my coming to the United States, which we will need to set the record straight as to the purpose, the reason here, not because he deserves some attention, he deserves a response, but already Proverbs 26 verse 5 will say, answer a fool according to his folly, otherwise he will be wise in his own eyes. Do not answer a fool according to his folly. Otherwise, you and him will be probably the same. And in as much as we decided we were not going to mind the unsmart human being, we will find a way to answer because nipa bebree agency mhunu a work cannot edi. Cocoa farmers or more kikem so mbeko a strike they are some cocoa board. Any one sense yebedi sa and common no. Stand Dogbe and military, the arrogance of power. The arrogance of power. But before that, see a year NPP primary, sir. I have only two interests. Interest me, you know, Anamewo. Who becomes the chairman of the NPP national? I have interest. I know the many grassroots funding, you will interest. The entire interest in this, Ura, a year. Joe Wise, Joe Sewusu has made commentary said, Bakubi wo MPP national chairmanship race in one oyinitia or best supporting it because MPP here and nimonyam for MPP here will be our yakukudru for MPP here will be our Buama party no waya konobio. No the discipline ebeba. It is our interest no the dikai MPP national chairmanship race. Here for the records near Chita for your interest and say Ura chairman Boache Ejako. Torino is very solid. Torino is very clear. He understands the ideals and the principles on which the formation of our family was built. Torino is our person going for the chairmanship. Boache Ejako or no other person. Any other person be a interest in tea or personal interest in tea. One person Boache Ejako Babe chairman of the MPP. Yano nyina di besieni. Party na aye somebody aye tuamuda na mo interest nti mo pen crofo mbema mo kwa mo ba betena fly party headquarters one more din sem hunu for yourselves, which does not inure to the benefit of the new patriotic party. It's aye interest in say Boache Ejako is somebody we will support any day anytime. We are no free wa. Ashanti region is the heartbeat of our party. For that matter, whoever becomes the leader of Ashanti region, we, the people of For the Records and the grassroots base of the party, we are very interested. So over the period, the party national chairman won to Minsa for the past 12 years as the chairman. Now, when it comes to the regional chairman of Ashanti region, we do have interest. And your interest, no. Eti you were interest. Papa ye friend no chairman or didn't ho Kwaku appear. Minim say ye ka Kuka. Most often than not, people begin to say, so there's another guy called Kuka. ono nso eye 1 2 3 na wodidi Canada Japan nyasa kuka ne de eka nasem. There is Koka ono eye chairman odene ho Kwaku apia. Ni monyamfo bema wasom party no. We believe so Obabe did the regional chairman of the Ashanti regional ebeboa ma party ne ni munyam asaba. So for these two people, we've shown our hands, we will go support them. Not because of any personal interest. Me Okatakyie, my friend I didn't come minini chakabia. But we believe clearly he can support and he can build the party again. Sebaya jumfo ma no be party ne assemble. Sebaya eye omo alaba ne musinzongu ombesa party na assemble. So our interest for Ashanti region and the national chairman is Boachie Jakon and Koka, period. Wa woni ya nyaadwene edru wa ye bechere ye ntia ne ya nyaadwene edru wa bechere ye nyina ye bechere ya adwene. Now ye move away na ye ne Kofi Oduro eni nkomo. Me say I don't know whether to call him reverend, I don't know whether to call him prophet, I don't know whether to call him insulter, I don't know whether to call him shouter, I don't know whether to call him tie Kofi Oduro, but ye ntia Kofi Oduro.
God alone be the glory. To God alone. So I stand here. We will not castigate. We will not malign. We as fe o enkwasiafua. A before enkwa. Honorable Park. A before enkwasiafua. Be brave Ghana. They told this government that they will win. They even said that they will prove to the nation that there are boys from men. Now the Bible said, Onyame. Nkansah nchiri obi no one people akode nadwene kasa na nkomhye na memua. That prophet should not be feared. That word feared should not be regarded, should not be respected, should not be honored, should not. That prophet spoke out of flesh. Hunam dia yebenye dia untimi monsemo. Kwasi ankomshene, kwasi adifone, kwasi adiyene, kwasi ajumanwa, modeti Ghana han.
A few moments later.
I want to ask Ghanaians, please forgive Bernard L. Bernard. We don't always get it right because we are men. And I think that it's time we let you know that we are not demigods, we are not supermen, we are men of God. We have made the error of projecting ourselves beyond our capacity. But if God is able to do something with us, we should be like Paul that says that we are unprofitable men. We have only done what we were assigned to do, and God alone be the glory. To God alone. So I stand here. We will not castigate. We will not malign. We are going to ask Ghanaians to forgive him, and we are asking the church to pray for him. He is one of us. We cannot desert him. You touch one, you touch all. We are wounded. We are all wounded. Because what he went through, I can go through. I can prophesy.
Listen, let's be very clear. I think the hypocrisy in our Ghanaian society. So because L. Bernard, a professor, yes, John Dramani Mahama be winning 2024 election. And no, or succeed, you know. If you touch one, you've touched all. Nemomono, a year, your friend say, a software or Okmasi, your friend simple. Kusibwateng professor my MPP. Say MPP be winning, MPP and winning. It's you know the omoye enkwasiafo asofo enkwasiafo edifo. You see the hypocrisy of Kofi Oduro. It is high time so Kofi Oduro will be unraveled. He needs to be shown for what he is. You see, Kofi Oduro ye Julius Debra Enua. Tienye. Oshasi anu okeke mu tie no di ura eye politics muni ade nyina no. Some of us told you guys that our personal interest, nothing short of personal interest, say ni nua no mbe ni na eno no wanyenya nya ho contract ni ade. Not because he actually believes that Akufo-Addo aban ni nyana Mahama was the alternative. Kofi Oduro ni interest nyina ne say Julius Debra wo ye chief of staff eye Kofi Oduro ni nua. Now we make a Julius Debra, my former boss, chief of staff. Yes, ye miano papa. Minim boni awaye. Minim boni awaye ntia ye miano ni ade. It's why we are first no. Yes, was so touch na nko de call. Ni ade. Na all of a sudden adwom foi. Yes, Era John Mahama ni interest has shifted. Every Julius Debra succeeding him. Call at to force any home crony bani enti. Say health work ne ade nyina wajayo. Na sesane tie dia Julius Debra already 48 laws of power. Was it do not outshine your master? So I think at some point you were becoming too domineering within the space, you know, na overshadow John Mahama. And no nebeshe ne bufuma ebi awaye de oye no. But yamra back to Kofi Oduro. Kofi Oduro is a hypocrite. Kofi Oduro onya sofo. Kofi Oduro nya nokorefo. Kofi Oduro interest eye adia baako pe. Adia no person we nyina ye change of government because Julius Debra is the brother. That I know for a fact. It Kofi Oduro ni bibi papa bia boye wo eye national discourse mu. The award can be any personal interest. There is nothing wrong. Ye nyina wa ha wo bia wo personal interest. Enunti na eni kwan se oko hide behind the pulpit, pretending to be discussing national issues devoid of interest. Over the period, I have always, from the days of Happy FM to XYZ to Angel, I have always said that I am NPP. I will be NPP. Nothing will change and nothing has changed. Except that whether a NPP or a NDC, when I need to speak truth to power, I will look in your face and say it as it is, without fear, without favor. And they almost said to me, you know, no more cancer. Seka de chia kebie tia na Dr. Mamadou. It's okay. Say me catch Dr. Mamadou ba omiano. Mujitu mudia. It means the same honesty, the same degree of honesty na me they can be etia eyejo Mahama aban. So the American and running it does not negate the American in it. My goodness, ne toda na say the old pretty. But let's keep on. So Kofi Oduro clearly is a concern issue, as said by Ibreville. Kofi Oduro enkano kure. Kofi Oduro nye nyami nipa. Nyami bi amfreno. Nyami mfreno. Ye nyina ye discuss national issues. Kofi Oduro clearly is discussing national issues. When your politics obeye and wako hide behind the pulpit and walk kem netie. Yes, muntie but or a politician. Period. Muntie no, but or a politician. It's the lens of Kofi Oduro no. Yensha CM paper say and we software work national issues. And I know na kusibuaten. Kusibuaten come sha me so ye nkwasiafo asofo. And ne El Bernard. Because El Bernard a prophesy say your mama be winnie into us or ye one of us. So Sophie Kofi Oduro, the hypocrisy is just too much. I think you need to just come clean. Let the people know. Me NDC ni me Julius Debra me wo interest. E de basi ye kan national issues wa. Me de meka akire say me NDC. Kana sa ni anyina obi ahonto no. Ene ja asem akotete ana asore no achi na me yesofo na me discuss national issues. And so discuss national issues nyina na etro sitam. So yefa Kofi Oduro to. Now me catch them say clearly aban we nya na adwene so obe fight corruption. The same chrono noa a course over John Mahama #1 no. It's the same chrono that is going on, except that because of the goodwill of the people, when I say it, the people do not even understand what I'm saying. Me kasa womunte. Nemom yesese bomochichie free nsuo ase be catch say odenchema wuwa. Yenye na chininye. Now, se me na me kana muntia. Yentie owura fifikweti yinti no.
And Attorney General, I'm sure the pressure is mounting. we at the level of the party are picking the signals. And the signals we are picking is this: that many among us, in spite of the further pleas and the pressure coming from the public that things have to be done properly, punishment must be exacted, and things have to be done, some among us are busy trying to cut deals with people who are supposed to be prosecuted. Some among us are trying to cut deals. Some are becoming conduits through whom pressure is being brought to bear on people who are supposed to do what is right. I'm not mentioning names. A time may come where we may have to. A word to the wise. Some know themselves. Those who are. We are hearing your names. Think again. Because this victory was achieved largely because the people of Ghana wanted the right things done. Not for deals to be cut. For them to say, okay, now that we are on the other side, we cut deals so that tomorrow you also can get a deal cut. No, it won't happen.
When you make us, NDC abai. We free the General Secretary of the NDC, which is Fifi Kwete. Fifi Kwete say, na be mu fo no wa pick a signal. And this is not anybody at all, no mean a person. Fifi Kwete is the General Secretary of the NDC. Baby, I want here no. And someone what here, the intelligent inteller or pick here. I am much more than me bet me apeke. So if Fifi Kwete should come to us and tell us who are picking intel, say NDC for no be. Sabre wamo kati deals with MPP for ni be. Sabe ya yebe leave you off the hook. Please, you should know that NDC is a bunch of criminals who have come in to plunge out. There is nothing new. And the Ghanaian people are going to understand why I always tell you, say, Bibi anyhow. Ekufuado na iya niyama bi kenofori acha ya wadwani na iya niyama bi. Amen, NDC won ya akono. But over time, Umami wuna aswada yenyine ebehu. So it is Fifi Kwete saying that NDC for the MPP for kati deal. Say be ya ye believe you off the hook and wa pick sa intel no. We nyame na make waka say yentie Fifi Kwete bio yentie no.
And Attorney General, I'm sure the pressure is mounting. We at the level of the party are picking the signals. And the signals we are picking is this: that many among us, in spite of the further pleas and the pressure coming from the public that things have to be done properly, punishment must be exacted, and things have to be done, some among us are busy trying to cut deals with people who are supposed to be prosecuted. Some among us are trying to cut deals. Some are becoming conduits through whom pressure is being brought to bear on people who are supposed to do what is right.
Okay, Fifi Kwete, so far, one year who say NDC are buying a baby or more cutting deals. Is that why prosecution is not going on? Is that the case? The entire prosecution and Kosono. If some more cutting deals are now, Ghana for must know. The Ghanaian people must know. And this is coming from the General Secretary of the NDC. Now, young Konya will say, I buy no woman, so a scam, I buy my catcher more, yenti.
There are 27 presidential staffers. All of them were publicly announced, unlike in the past. In addition to these 27, 3 people have been appointed.
A few moments later.
To mention that the previous government had about over 300 staff at the presidency. I want to know concrete figures. How many staff do we have here?
I can tell you for free
at the presidency
that the numbers here are far less. Indeed, we are required by law this quarter to present the list to Parliament. So you will see. I think that the numbers are being compounded, but I know for a fact that it is far less than what we inherited from the previous administration.
Far less than what we inherited. When it came back, because 26 presidential staffers. Busawa another question in the same vein. We can net day in the day. Net day pa a woman pa any day. Sanya abine the yatro abanya. Was it 26 presidential staffers? Yabaya say Bebusa say currently no. What presidential staffers na you must I can tell you is far less. But catch them. The people are liars, they are scammers, and it is only a matter of time. Then you people will see through the lens. Na mo de me bobe breme. Because Akufo-Addo by South Miami party. When I started talking, the same people, Master Jawa, but with time they saw that some of the things that I spoke about clearly is what led to our humiliating defeat at the long run. And they may cut here John Mahama by not because me MPP, but because clearly when you pierce the veil of corruption, when you pierce the veil of a theatrics in a comedy noir, behind that veil of military uniform, concert, say ni adeno. Enye bibi fufrobia. Enye bibi fufrobia. Scammers in government. So, yentuaso. Now, yewo kroma say, ana John Dramani Mahama, abanye di kamba ye. John number 1, 2013 to 2016. Yetuaba 2017 wakoye. Now, Oruebi the Standobi. Standobi was a presidential staffer then, and they were a deputy chief of staff. Standobi became so powerful, say, even journalists for no more recorders at most of the things are leading to the defeat after so much Kwasibocho report. One of the people the actions and inactions contributed immensely to the humiliating defeat, which at that time had never been seen in 2016, was Standobi. It's a Standobi na oyije, na omunipa, na Standobi ni the 3 wise men, mokai the 3 wise men, which is Abansumani Babin, and 2 other people. Yes, na Standobi magabakura. Yati kroma say na the same Standobi, and Jomama acquire repackaging. And wamaba na Ghana for ede Akufo-Addo ne kenofuriata ne ba omia ho ahinti. Aja yese ode would fa nwanse na ho abufu a wobere ukuro. Yasa akofa Jomama dada yi a wo ba no so no. The same Standobi a no ogi media for recording to twene. No yesi. Now the arrogance of power has moved. Not even after 2 years or 3 years. Just after 1 year in government, Ora Standobi ni John Mahama call a year program. Now, omoko program military guy ejina ho a wo ye na juma. Military guy a o ye na juma. But who say a year minua what's send me a year reportage be? I'll come there. I'll read it. Now, military guy ye na juma. Standobi drew wa. Standobi feels so powerful. Say, and then we don't have no respect, no regard for people in uniform. Ubetimi aba America. Now also oye politician. Na oye wa juma. Military person so ye na juma. And Standobi can get the courage. Look at a picture now, to me the video in the say military guy no eye na juma wotimi so ni moto na twene baby. So for a moment people were commenting so ebi a military guy no etia Standobi na so. So the question was whether or not otia na so nti na oyi ne to twene ye ana. So we delve deeper to see what clearly happened. Yansha video quickly. Yansha video. Okay, hold on with this one. Okay. Eti, usha video we ya. Jomama, and all of a sudden, I don't know where the craze for some military uniform, and yeah, we voted voted for a civilian government. We did not vote for a military leader. The concert, the theatrics, the gymnastics, you know, a dozen do. A dozen. Ghana for concert na Jomama, you know, a dozen do. But he understands the psyche of the people. Even J.J. Rawlings, who was a military leader, when he was elected as a civilian leader, or in a military uniform ni guho, as a symbol of say we are not ready for military dictatorship. All of a sudden, Yatu Abama Jomama, and because he understands some per concert in theatrics inti, a civilian government who has been voted into power continuously showcase military uniform. Now, who is military uniform? That means Okondo see a military dictator, right? It is Ochina. It's a military dictator here there. And ya wo Jomama won't call a year 7 previous training via. John Mahama unko training bia enti se a year fair. Se ubesha military uniform when you were a civilian government there. And we are encouraging our brothers in the military say aye yeso amone ma elko aye nyadoa ho. Aye yeso stand up betimi epiapia wo mo. Se John Mahama believe say military leader here we need a proper military leader, not a concept. No. Yatu Abama as a civilian government, Brabedi anim, although we say you are the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces for the purposes of controlling the armed forces. Now the same way Yatu Abama, oh your concert and you no share military uniform, no share another military uniform. Say a military uniform you are not military leader. We are Idi Ami and Adia Bay Amentiasi. Eti military for no Samosha, Jomama, I think he believes that. Said ye Burkina Faso guy ne eye Burkina no ne kondo dia Mahama unko training when you military person. It is the best way they say you ever find a way to get a military leader to lead us. And yes, our concept in the door do. So Mahama Gini say you military and not a civilian leader. When the country has a history of coup upon coup, if we have forgotten ourselves as a nation to the point that a civilian leader continuously portrays himself as a military dictator, then as a people we must all come together and say that we need a military dictator. Onyai concept no, onyai Idi Amin posture no. We are tired. Or the way Brimanfon and Isosebe Manfon will not discuss the pertinent issues. Concept in the dorsum, your mama concept no, a dorsum. Now the honeymoon is over. You need to get to business and work. Now there is no way a military person jina a year baby year juma. Na politician bi betimi anya akukutro. Say opia a year military person into her video no very clearly. Uhe video no a stand up by a military guy na a piano. And then Crawford say, oh, na stand up by Otiana na so. So we needed to take a closer look at the video again. So you show video from this. The degree of arrogance is such that he went further. How could we get Standobe to do this thing and get away with it? Or in the name of I've apologized. Yes, piano baku. Military guy ni jina wa warrior the juma. And the guy was so disciplined, say, one so. The guy was so disciplined, say, one reacted, he continuously to do his work diligently. But Standobe kept on abusing the military leader. All because Oye, deputy chief of staff, and a handler of John Dramani Mahama, it would be military, a person in uniform. Now, the only reason here would be a person in uniform is because of one thing. Over the period, your military ni your police had a concert. Instead, say you be finding recruitment process, papa. Bema a young Crawford apply to the military, need police, any security agencies, you know. Over time, we've made it a tool under the term of the political class. It is so be a military person, so be a police in you, or be a you. It needs to be a recommendation of the political class and continuously MPP, NDC, Obia Fan and Krofogum. So the respect that came with the uniform is no more there. That is how come Standobe, our deputy chief of staff and a handler of John Dramani Mahama, can continuously abuse a person in uniform the way he's done. Say ye na Standobe. Owo buo ema eye the people in uniform. There is no way he would have treated the military person the way he did. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And just a guy now offending no guy ni yene juma. And there were other people who were standing even much more closer to baby and that guy no one than. But he was abusing the military guy. Arrogance of power. The same Standobe na eje media for recorders bubu mu any camera ebubu mu in John Dramani #1 on sign sign a packaging over time ye be mohuno. So say na wa adwene se bibia sesan bibia ensesan. Samuel Oku Jeto Ablakwa ka kire ye se your mama amemu se obi fa private jet a ono Oku Jeto Ablakwa will resign. Yes, hey Oku sa na tie o say he will resign. Okay, so Oba resign ya yentie Oku Jeto Ablakwa. Yentie Oku Jeto Ablakwa.
Say NDC banna nipa wodi animu no kofifa sa private jet bia na wo wa ban nimu you resign.
I'll resign because what is
resign.
What may resign? Why shall I stay there? May resign because the mayor is on principle and yet personal and yet say bia me time President Kwadwo and as I mean President Kwadwo. It's the principle. It's about protecting the public purse.
Hey, Sabra na education minister na oda Olam Chris mo abe resign.
Oh, may resign.
A few minutes later, you know, your mama, flight you wadauma, one of them are we any presidential flight in what? Yeah, me boss, my former boss Julius Debra said in my boko. Yeah, ade. Your mama ko asumu ye pa ansu. He's devoted his life to it. Young flight way any presidential flight and wadaruma Ghana flight way one dia. I know say the same QNet abino on my becachiro when a flight and it will be the chair CFN 2 coin fine. But how much is it costing the taxpayers' money to make sure that's our flight to Okujeto? Now because Obeba becachire you. Okujeto Ablakwa. I thought you would come and tell us, and now by this time you would have resigned. But clearly, I'm principled character. Clearly, QNet abai Ultraman Fonitro. Just a matter of time. The people will see through the lens. And your problem, meaning it's just a matter of time. The people will see through the lens. Now, yen free ho na yen ko enko hwade. MPP 4 koto aba. A year 2 days ago. Now, your two abaniwe, you know, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the winner of the MPP flag bearership race. So, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, a big congratulations to you and your team. You've done very well. Your 2 year, you know, so no, there's been concession speeches. Yentie Ura Kennedy, in fact, Yentie Brian. Should I go Brian? Okay, Yentie Brian Champo.
His Excellency, the former President of the Republic, Nkansah Addo, His Excellency, the former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, the National Chairman of the party, respected patriots, I congratulate my senior brother and patriot, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, on his victory and wish him every success as he leads our party forward. I called him earlier this evening to let him know he has my full support. Most importantly, I thank God for his grace, guidance, and protection throughout this journey. I am deeply grateful for how far he has brought us. The past 4 months has been very heavy, but incredibly rewarding to all of us, especially the MPP. Whilst tonight's outcome is not what I had hoped for, I accept the results with humility, and my resolve remains strong. My heartfelt thanks goes to Ghanaians who opens their doors and hearts to us, to every delegate who believed in this vision and walked the journey with me, to my campaign team, my coordinators, communicators, and thousands of volunteers who gave their time, energy, and belief. I am equally grateful to my family for their patience and prayers, and to the former President, His Excellency John Ejekum Kufuor, and His Excellency Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo for their wisdom and guidance. To my fellow aspirants for a spirited contest. Ukrudu.
The former President Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo, the flag bearer elect Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, all the aspirants present, party chairman, general secretary, minority leader, chairman, the Council of Elders, and MPP party. I stand before you to pledge my support, also to accept the results declared by EC. The delegates have spoken, and I want to plead with my supporters that they should stay calm and respect the results and help all of us to work together to win 2029 or 2028 election. I want to advise my supporters. First, I want to thank you, but I advise that in election, you can win and you can lose. So if you lose, you have to accept it in good faith. So let's all of us throw our support to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the flag bearer.
Okay, so Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Japan, I'm a concession speech. Owura Kwabeneje Japan, a fantastic gentleman and a father of mine, in whom I am well pleased, also gave a concession speech, as well as Dr. Aye Educhum, and also a concession speech. So clearly, MPP, we are done with the race. BBS Siwo Ebusuemua, a man for ye pre, and in the course of year preno, and Moons and Samriane a bit acrimonious, the way I did here water, of course, it's a human endeavor. One would have expected that would have been measured. We went too much extreme. Some of us, the pronouncement were just too much for anybody to bear. Now, Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan, me no bedin komo kakra. Then we are Dr. Mahama Bawumia. Dr. Mahama Bawumia, congratulations to you. But let us not so deceive ourselves that you've won. So no. And we are they have seen some video here. Dr. Mahama Bawumia is acknowledging that indeed there are deep cracks within the party, for which he needs to take immediate steps to reconcile the party. For me, it's a step in the right direction. Now, Owura Kennedy Akompreko Japan, you are the man of the people. No two ways about it. Nobody, unless people will sit there and deceive themselves. Ejomfo ma no maami ke ene ne nkrofo. Omo si omo adwa me because makoka team legal wise of wasem. Ejomfo ma ne pe wasem pa. Magazine for me ma ne pe wasem pa. Edientia because the way you come across as somebody fearless, bold. You inspire hope all throughout human history. The people who succeed within the political scope, political landscape, are not people who build bridges, are not people who build hospitals, are not people who build, because about bridges and hospitals are civilians, engineers, civil engineers will do it. Other things are a medical field that there will be doctors to do that. Teaching that there will be teachers to do that if it's about shaping of the society. So the core business of politics is more or less acting like the heart of the body, the heart of the society. The human say it keeps all the other organs in check by pumping blood, by giving them hope. The very moment Akumani be free, ebe fail to work, the whole system will shut down. So the most business, the basic line of politics, inspiring hope in the people. So during the Second World War, Winston Churchill is remembered not because of how many ammunitions are omiya toye, but he is remembered because of how he inspired hope in the people to be able to resist Adolf Hitler. So if you remember Mahatma Gandhi, we are remembering Mahatma Gandhi not because of roads our year in India, not because of hospitals or seen in India, but the words that he spoke, which inspired hope in the next generation. See, Nelson Mandela because of, so Nelson Mandela once said, then we quote Nelson Mandela. Maybe Julius Caesar once said, then we quote Julius Caesar. Machiavellian once said, then we quote Machiavellian. So the business of politics, the core business function, the core object of politics is inspiring hope in the people. So Kennedy Akompre Kwa Japan, the way you speak, the way you come across, you inspire hope naturally in the people, courageous, bold, assertive in your ways, whether it's good or bad. The people love that because when they look at you, they can see hope. They can see tomorrow from today. But Omampani Kufo I am a mentor can sembi chireme. Because when I was doing this fix the country, menisu shishe, blah 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 blah. I mean, I'm doing quite. Omampani Kufo frame and say radicalism is good because without radicalism, nothing changes in the society. So society no omu abenya nkrophobia, slave trade akoswa ni enye obi tse Malcolm X, enye obi tse Martin Luther King. Those are radical people who clearly knows what they are doing and they shape society with time. It is radicalism no omampani kufo asem ni o. And sa nkomo no na me ne wo owura Kennedy akompreko Japan AD. So when iso nyashe, these were his words. Or say when iso nyashe we akola na when iso nyashe bibi ha wadwene. Edientia because akola de wo de ni si ha, or de nsa beka we, no de nsa ka we, no de nsa ka we, no de nsa ka we. The reason ti akola na yesa is because of curiosity. Na adwene no epeso ohunu nyoma bibiri. So owura Kennedy Japan, when you came onto the political scene, the way you carried yourself, it was normal to make those mistakes in the interim, in the initial stage of your political phase. It was normal for you to make those mistakes because of the energy you carry within. It was normal for you to be vociferous because of the energy you carry within, because of the confidence level you carry within. But me young Kwaku also said, I can't say which edemitirechi. Or said the only line between arrogance and courage is respect. Tienye. Or say the only line that exists between arrogance and courage is respect. So yes, you can be courageous, you can be bold, you can be assertive, but you still need to respect the people. It may be in my solitude moment, when I'm having conversations with myself, I ask myself several questions. How can I serve the people that I intend to serve in all humility, devoid of the kind of ego I have? How can I serve them? It's a new druwa. So we are kolanu when there is a problem. But we need to do baby na ni so hye ni wo mu bebre nso a then there is a problem. Why? Because so when you do baby, you become very much aware of your surroundings. You know that any maybe what SMK. No abusa ho question. Na Nkansah nioma we kura die ne besie. Abusa ho sa question. Okay, me ka SMK die. Na emo no samanka die ne besie. Me ka die de beba no okay, what good is the truth if it does not bring peace in the society? It's in Kedru baby and nka strategy, you know. The people love you, the people understand you. But unfortunately, and I'm going to be honest with you, so you called me, I came to your home, many would inkomo. Sata moyere wo ho. Because oh, I believe so bet me a leader of the party. But as a Okatakyie Afrifa me join wo camp, I will be very sure that enyoma bebro ho untimi nye when I am there. Because I knew that you needed to be put a little bit in check because I thought that in some way he might go overboard kakra. Moving forward, let us all use this as a means of advising ourselves. Say, uyobi na when you swatch, there is nothing wrong. If you are radical, there is nothing wrong. You must be radical. But in the course of being radical, you need to be a bit measured. And so many people are, Dr. Mahama and I'm a party. When I sit down today and I watch them, I probably believe that it could have been said in a much more better way. So, me breko menimuno ameko menimuno. Na me dwene kwan ya mefa so a metimi akasa aka nokre no. Ewa abra. The effect, I will achieve the same results, but the effect will be very minimal. The last part of your campaign, when you went full ballistic on Dr. Mahama, I believe it was one of the cause of your downfall. And it was the cause of your downfall. It was not necessary. If you let anybody deceive you that Donald Trump did those things in America and won election, for that matter, you can also do the same thing and win election. Our society, our psyche, two different things. The society, you know, anybody who is seen to be being bullied clearly will be around him and come and protect him. So society, you know, Madaroma. Now, Yamra Dr. Mahama so Doc, with the greatest of respect, you winning the election does not automatically transcend into victory in 2028. That will be a deception of a grandiose if you ever deceive ourselves that there is no cracks beneath the celebration, beneath the victory, beneath the speeches, beneath the well-packaged headlines and all. If there is one party which is not divided, then we are lying to ourselves. The party is deeply structurally, everything emotionally, it is divided. Party no, divided. You got 56 point something. The margin of vote, Canadian, Japan, clearly are people who are not in support of your bid. Yes, elections, you don't get everybody to support you. Now, the reason here, most of the people ain't mean support you, because of Bibi. Dr. Mahama, it is believed that TNO, and I'm telling you truth, anybody who surrounds you and won't tell you the truth, I don't care. I will speak truth to you, Dr. Mahama, in a much more respectful way. I will speak truth. Doc, before the elections, I wanted to comment on it, but I did not comment on it for one reason. The reason I did not comment on it was because I didn't want to be seen as somebody who was shaping how the delegates should vote. But I believe, Sammy, I could have called you behind the scenes for this video to be discussed, but it is in the public domain, and we must address this in the public, draw the attention of the masses to, that this cannot be.
I'm sure, sir, Obi, and Kabamia winning 2024, maybe he would have made some appointments that he would have regretted. I think so.
Based on
some of the dynamics of this campaign,
say nkophobia na many would have thought so more
yeah. And on also not many on also thought
say omo ben.
Yes. Tunini didn't come out sometimes in the silence of his heart. He thinks that Nina will nyamensem. Because
he didn't expect some people to.
I think so.
He feel betrayed in a way by some people.
So your words, I want to go with it. He feels betrayed in a way, but he's come to accept that that's politics. Because Nkansah maybe straight from 2024. In 2028, I'm convinced when elected as president of the republic, he will make a great president.
Samuel, my main casting you see, Asama Okayi, it is unfortunate it's coming from somebody like you. Say Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia is pained. Say encrophobia no susu say ankomo nafa ene sancrophone no blah 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 and saying we need straighter and kebi as ankrofo no he would have made certain appointment that he would have regretted because Omega say we ngosha. Does that presupposes that Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia say obi an campaign amanua and also obi campaign tianwa say ni pan all man appointments and adie me amenti ase say me pese me say asem no akan na say. And this cannot be the approach to making sure the party, and you see, the same behavior, the same attitude is what Akufo-Addo used to destroy the party till now. Because Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia say we need straighter. And Koweka said Nkrofo Ngosha, and he would have regretted those appointments because Nkrofo maybe he believed they were on his side, but they've dejected him. Must appointment be given to those who are believed to be Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia surrogates in Kwana? Kachere me, some tiase. Same. Kachere me na mintiase. See ato abawie. Na say Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia encrophobic campaign tianwa. Is that saying because only Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia and nam, and when you make such public pronouncement, what you are telling the other people that more surrounding Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia hono, you are the only people going to enjoy in the event that Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia is given the power. And that is not a good way to go as a party. It's not a good way to go. So I mean, the choice of words, and you are my brother, I'm going to tell you the truth straight in the face. These are wrong. Nanasa for Kantanka what we are mwasi the entire one campaign ma Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia is because he believes that Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia they are the same people or free a year Akufo-Addo pension 16 years. That's your wabemu your party mu na say nkrofo the same faces. Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia, if anyone around you is telling you that the party is solidly behind you, then that person is deceiving you. Tienye wadaruma. Nkrofo bebre interest normal hijack. Many of our people do not feel a part of the party anymore because of the way a boss or former boss a behavior. Even if the people now they are the grassroots people. So me say me boa Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia a campaign party. Now because I am not in and around Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia, so I will not be appointed. Why do you think the energy within me will be that I'll campaign for the party? So, Samuel, you were wrong. Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia said those things cannot be tolerated anymore. You don't appoint people simply because they are surrogates, they are the fanatics of the leader. Akufo-Addo baye the same thing and waye. And in the party struggle. So if the words of you is to pre-suggest that Omo campaign here, of course, I know say we are calling for unity. And so those people must be sent out of the party. Critical example of such person is a year Usumempa. Ono de yen chira the exit no onko ne fonka, onko ne NDC, onko ne adwuma. Usumempa cannot be tolerated. Onye MPP ni one na Kwadwo ni JJ Rollins na starting no manantia yi ni friend sim no ba be share ha no di sim no. For that guy there can never be any unity that includes him. But at the same time, Samia Oku and his cohort, you cannot hijack Dr. Mahama Abdubawumia. Dr. Abdubawumia, with the greatest of respect, you need to cause a great reshuffle around the table you sit. You need to invite people to the table, not because they feed your ego. You need to invite people to the table because those people, those who are against you, you must invite them. Real change. It's not just shuffling. We kwasha. See, a person party needs me winning power there. Then we have a great work to do. Samuel, mo thinking we mwa party no. Some I been we ya mo hijack Dr. Mahama Dubawumia as a mona. Mudidi we Kufuado abamu 8 years. Mo ankasa kwanse mu ye ni papa. Most of you would have suggested that look for Webrem. Sabe ya the unity will be strong. Nobody should think that we are going to allow them to hijack the presidential candidate. Nobody should think that. It won't work today, it won't work tomorrow. Did they make any? Dr. Mahama Dubawumia, I am a desewa acknowledge say you are going to take steps to reconcile the party and proper reconciliation. We need to break the monopoly of the old cycle. And some of them should allow others to come in and help. The people must feel a part of it. Bring people who disagree with you, not just as a decoration, but not just for the unity photos, but for real job, giving genuine power to them. So make me a year to ma. Greatly, with respect, we need to rebuild the trust of the base. And rebuilding the trust of the base will mean that you need to invite people that you are uncomfortable with to the table. I know dear. And yes, I need a call by some year who thinking he said, and a fire he could see enya juma. Ye winnie catch your pain. Say young nice attitude of obi nye free into ye winnie ye dada ye home. Maybe your production no ana me hunu video we, and it gave me a great deal of joy. Yinti.
Everybody together, because my attitude to insults is that they are either true or not true. If they are not true, then it doesn't bother me. If they are true, then it doesn't bother me. I'll keep focus on what we have to do. We have to win, and politics is about numbers, and so even if the person who is insulting you can vote for you, you're happy, so you say go on and vote, I remember one time campaigning in a village, and there was this mad guy they were trying to push away, in a rally, they were pushing him away. I asked whether the guy had a vote. They said yes. I said bring him back. Bring him back and let's get him to vote, and that sort of thing. So I think that we have to be really, with one, sure, but this is only a ticket to the main event. We have to win in 28. And to win, we need to unite this party. And I really am going to really make a big effort, especially this year. This year, set up the reconciliation teams and be very personally involved, and try to, bridge. I don't know if we are in Sheila, our daughter, I believe it's not. They left. I mean, when I got personally involved in their matter, ultimately we were able to solve it. It was a major problem. And we divided the constituency and we lost the seat because of that. I mean, it was a seat we gave away because we couldn't unite the two parties. But thankfully, through this primary process, we've been able to unite two parties. And we have to continue that process across every constituency. Because the effort spent there, it will be less expensive than if we were trying to campaign in 2028, spending money and all that. A useless exercise if the people are not united, because they will not come out and vote, no matter how much money they put out there. So I'm going to spend a good part of this trying to help bring this party together across the constituency so that we can do that.
I am happy you said this. Thank you very much. And I know, sir, we'll be taking steps to do that. Maybe I am there, I can say, I will be personally involved. I am the pa. So I will be personally, because human nature, will interest. That's why they've surrounded you, and you must be able to break that monopoly. And ever catch it up. And I've seen that some sycophants are writing and say, Anna, who works with saboteurs, who works with it, who works with that. Any great leader is the one who is even able to work with people who do not agree with him. If you are not a great leader, that's when you are afraid of people like that. Any great leader in the world are people that you keep your enemies much more closer. Unless they will need leadership, you have very little idea about what leadership is. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, thank you very much for listening. And some of us will be here to help you. Sir, ubetimi aye adwuma na wo se obeye no. Before see a call next topic so no. I'll be addressing Captain Ansmart and in same hunu ne nkwase asem. But let's listen to this.
Yeah. Otisuru o solo si okoko board. And so let this catch here. Koko board pay for mo tisuru no munum milo se mwa. Omunum ko ya fa sa ta koko. Omunum asia. Otisuru o solo si okoko board. And so let this catch here. Koko board pay for mo tisuru no munum milo se mwa. Omunum ko ya fa sa ta koko. Omunum ko ya fa sa ta koko. Adrompo mumlebi. We are Maba numilo sa mwa. Yenjimi yo. Yenjimi. Yenjimi. Mama milo gwa de. Mama milo gwa de. Nkofosu koto milo. Because omusu numilo sa mwanti. Okwane fa ICD a. Onka wo hwe o sent so no atore sa. Mwa.
Public announcement and it's a Cocoa board. Entimi ntua Kwaku Afrifa. E ka kire am say scam aban ne be ka so de yi cost 6,000 e fa woboa wontimi ntua omuka. E drone so de be ma Kwaku na wonya bi ma wo mo. Eti ene Kwaku no ebu ofu papa. E ko kan dollar won sense mudidi matem. De enti akoko board ntimi ntua Kwaku ka ne nyina ne se dollar ne ho nsensem no wo musika wo munyaaye from eye so wo mukoton koko syndicated de ben no e baaye no dollar no ameki sure so wo ntimi ntua Kwaku ka so Kwaku no boafu enti Kwaku no
sia otisuru o solo si okoko board and so let this catch here koko board pay for mo tisuru no munum milo se mwa. Omunum ko ya fa sa ta koko. Omunum ko ya fa sa ta koko. Adrompo mumlebi. We are Maba numilo sa mwa. Yenjimi yo. Yenjimi. Mama milo gwa de. Mama milo gwa de. Nkofosu koto milo. Because omusu numilo se mwanti. Okwane fa ICD a. Onka wo hwe o sent so no atore sa. Mwa.
Eti Kwaku Afrifa yentimi ntua omuka. Yenko na yenka ho asem. Kwaku Afrifa yentimi ntua omuka. Now, well, you smart. Yenti.
The NTMP before, I don't get the champion back in America. Because of being in Alabama. Kevin Taylor. Oh. I wouldn't. Wouldn't. Wouldn't be the NTMP before. I don't get the champion back in America. Because of being in Alabama. Kevin Taylor. Oh. I wouldn't. Wouldn't. Kevin to America.
ɛsɛ baako so kɔka Kevin ho na sɛ yɛyɛ ɔman yi a sɛ ne yɛyɛ ɔman yɛsɛ Kevin Taylor te America ɛna ɔto gya ne ba Ghana nti ɛsɛ sɛ MPP fo so nye obi kɔtena America na ɔto gya Ghana nso ba Ghana ba woyɛ dɛn money show presenter bi ni Ghana obetimi me woyɛ dɛn na ade photocopy ɛkɔto Kevin Taylor ho original copy Kevin your original copy woyɛ dɛn na ade photocopy kɔgyina court wo abro original certificate wo ho.
Okay, so Proverbs 26 verse 5. Osi bua okwasia ewo na jimisemu. Enya sa wo beye nyansani ewo ono a nani so. Eno nti na mebua okwasia na ordinarily maybe aka medru no kame mua ojimifo ewo na jimisem ho. Efise se wa mua no a wan hwe ya no wa ye nyansani wo ono a nani so. Just mad, mame no ni nkomo bi. Edube na me pese me no be call back and forth bio because I reminded myself of the kind of respect I had for you when I first met you. Time na wote eye Kingsby, Jarlink area hono. Ono we de no Germany na we jana no. I used to call you Offa because I mean of course coming from Kumasi blah blah blah. But over time when I got closer and I realized that Afutuo is the basis of your media, I began to lose respect for you. Eti edu baby na enya asem ne yenka. Are you smart? Actually, you are not smart. That is why our papa is what this smart too din so say be deceiving crofo. Because obi are smart biane, he doesn't need to portray so you're smart before we know you're smart. So the fact that our papa thought that there must be smart added to your name, it clearly demonstrates how unsmart you are. But I'll forgive you and speak to your brain. I hope that you may walk in obefa. And I know that service have been previous. So nye bibia na meka obetimi ate ase. If so onyansafo pe and eti nyansafo ase. Now, so smart. The winning wo we are seeing na say emma with relevance as a person. And in the four corners of a media studio. My relevance in this world transcends that. Media for me was not the destination, it was a stepping stone to get to my destination. If all the relevance you know in this world is dependent on Facebook, just for Facebook likes and applause, my relevance in this world transcends that. Say we are seeing the world you know revolves around Obetina morning shows. Why a concert near day? I am the best morning show. Nobody can and fire negotiating. It's true. But I did not come into this world to become a best morning show concert party. That wasn't what I came into this world for. Because you cannot imagine anything higher than you being a comedian every morning. You cannot imagine anything higher than you coming to sit there and insult people every morning. You cannot imagine anything higher than the theatrics and the comedies you do. And the fact that you get people to listen to you, you think so Nkansah. Oyo. Orefi said Bobo Kalane ayi enkomodani ade in the 90s and the early 2000s. Na ye dwane ye nemu mrika kokotie omo. So the fact that you kotie omo, does that mean that they were making any impact in our society? Oh yes, Matt. My purpose in this life transcends comedy, concert. My mission transcends gossip, theatrics, and kwasiasam keka in the mornings. It goes beyond that. So I was sent here to join a comedy troupe, which you and that concert guy is part of. You are in no way in purview of the things I seek to do. yɛne mɔbroni ba a yɛwɔ no obomfa akyease o na yɛtete no bomfa mekɔ afuom ana mtuto mu ana mba beduru baabi a mia metimi tua me school fees ɛkɔ gimpa ɛkɔ yɛ public administration for first degree mewie ma amena nso wa na no concept masters akonya wɔ UPSC ɛno si yɛnto nwom mfrɛw nka obi anka menya ayi public administration degree in public administration ɛkɔ masters in international relations and diplomacy kamidi besiwa because it is enough credentials to be able to take me anywhere I want to go in this world. But I proceeded to pursue another LLB, which is a degree, undergrad degree. And then maybe a master's in law a year, University of Connecticut. So for you to sit down and think that I was brought here to join the concert troupe, it shows the level of your intelligence. Why can anymore? Also, we are original. Of course, we are original. But you are original in comedy. You are original in abusing women. You are original in making noise every morning with concert. But that is not my path. My path. Destiny of waking up every morning to come and do concerts. Said the washi we know. My destiny. And I'm baby. My ceiling in this world is not that ceiling. Concert no. Also, I want to be able to contribute immensely to the discourse development of our nation. I'm on a journey which is built by conviction, discipline, and purpose. If you don't know, those who know me much more closer will understand and know where I am going, from where I am coming from. More money mini mashasi ani de. Na nya asam ne yenka akoyo. O share radio ni TV ase na me kwa Afrifa na me wo bomfa kurase. It is not the mere fact that you even think you must compare yourself with me. It shows how deranged you are. It shows how why gwenene se nya adwuma o se de ye o mentiase. The MPP for Edinburgh, America, just to come and compete with. Now, me take Ghana na internet no. Udi ya juma enye yi na de be ya mentiase. About America, how many shows in my year? Because me sorry no pa, me was civil procedure to read. Me sorry no pa, me was legal research in the home about. I had this year. It me not time cry show. So if that the purpose of me being brought here was to come and compete with some nonsense and a fool. How many shows am I? I think this is the 6th show. You know why? Because I move with clarity. I am very intentional with what I do. I move with a sense of calling that the propaganda no it cannot stop it. It cannot dilute it. It cannot derail me. So we need more. No amount of your nonsense. Now, or starting or starting about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, in his attempt, so obeti media come here the more he continues to do that nonsense, the more bigger I become. Because you have no idea. I'm not in your arena, Koyo. So when you say Muhunu now, sorry, no panabo ya. You think media is all about telling lies without proof, without noise, blah, 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 blah. I'm not in that arena. I am not in competition with you. I am not in that mad. I am not in that afro now with them, Koyo. Nipa ben and Agni ya Juma, we are sepa with you, Koyo smart. Agni is a walk Kenya assassin. Nipa sodium carbodiol oxide you can't even say it. You think you compare yourself with how will you compare yourself to me, Kwadwo? If it is about being a morning show host, stand in the mirror, look at yourself and look at me. At the end of better than me. Is it intellectual firepower? No, cancelled. I have it much more than you do. Is it voice? Of course, I have one of the most sexiest voice ever in the world. Is it about personality, looks, Koyo? Me won fetchen 1 million times. Na twi kasa no a wo ka ne ye kasa me kwa Afrifa ye de wo me. My brain has actually carried twi kasa no millions of years because I inherited it from my generations, millions before me. So I don't have any thought gap when I'm speaking twi. Today na bema wo kojo smart. Why do you say you are much more better than I am? And for that matter, I want to be like you, kojo smart. Kojo, are you normal? I think at the same time you need to evaluate yourself. You have a false sense of importance because you're able to do concert. I sit here not because I want to be like Kojo Smart, not because I want to be like a fool who continues to abuse women. Never, 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 never. If all there is to life for me is to become like Kojo Smart, Kojo, Afu, ni anami ye useless. Mama mi akosi abro anko wo me say na se. Now listen to me. Or fabrications, or performance, they be inviting me to nonsense, you know. It will not stop me from doing what I want to do or achieving what I want to achieve. I'll continue to walk my path with dignity. I'll continue to speak my truth with purpose. I'll continue to rise with conviction. The other way we're going to say, no crown, I'd best stop him. That is what I will end up using to use it to step to the next level. Enti, unya unsem huno onkwasi asemwa. Kojo Smart, leave my name out of your mouth. Nami bupa. Edobedru be me unse wadwene no emu oha. When we get close to you, the substance within that brain is nothing to write home about. So leave my name out of your mouth. Wone sa kwasi Penyah otihana. At no point do I envisage to be any one of you. If I ever even dreamt of becoming Kojo Smart in my world, the gods should punish me. Apu. Betena wiase bra ma bebrebe mi wiase ma down completed building mu ma da kiosum ma ya niama bebre na de me ba wiase ase me ba ye ne se me pese me yes Captain Smart. What degree of insult is that? No, atemdidie be no. You've insulted me to the highest degree. The fact that you stand in a mirror and you think what I want to be is you, you've insulted me. The brain had them. Why did you not tell me? You think about Bubema or Shane in the kitchen. I mean, that is the kind of life I want to live. By the way, I came here for a purpose. By May, I will be done. When I'm done, I will wake up into me. The next available flight, I am on my way to the country. Ghana is where I know. Ghana is where I belong. And Ghana is where I will die. Obiya mfame ma metra bebia. Wa trono dosu ne dia Jimmy. We Jimmy kakra. Eye. Kwajo. So we Jimmy kakra. We ye penny. Eye. Why? Ele mbesia. Bidede Okatakyie Afrifa mensa. Nyame twedi ampon. Enhira mu nyina. When you hear some of these noise and concert, momfan tonche. Why? Because just my time so to no pay attention. No invite me in. I don't have this time. I am too. And when I came in, I have sat down, I've done a lot of assessments, self-assessment. I've had conversations upon conversations with myself, and I've come to a certain realization in life. Eti Kojo Smart on comedy on kura. Pati. Jai Jimmy na yepeni. Mumabai.
Welcome to the United States, Manapia. For the records, Precisely so, tell them who speaks the truth for the record, who fights for Ghana for the records. Precisely so, tell them, pound for pound, oh welcome to the United States, Nana Pia. For the records, for the people, precisely so, tell them who speaks the truth for the records, who fights for Ghana for the people. For the records is where truth is fired like a straight shot, not left, not right, for the people for Ghana. We will not be silenced, cancelled or erased. We are the records, precisely so. Tell them, pound for pound, oh welcome to the United States, Nana Pia. For the records, for the people, precisely so, tell them who speaks the truth for the records, who fights for Ghana for the people. For the records is where truth is fired like a straight shot, not left, not right, for the people for Ghana. We will not be silenced, cancelled or erased. We are the reckoning, the reckoning. Rise up, stand tall, Ghana for the people. The records, precisely so. Tell them, pound for pound, oh welcome to the United States, Nana Pia. For the records, for the people, precisely so, tell them who speaks the truth for the records, who fights for Ghana for the people. For the records is where truth is fired like a straight shot, not left.